Hello, beautiful people. My name is Davi. I'm joined by Abe and Charlie. Welcome back to another Redox reaction. And for today, we are starting episode 1 and 2 of season 4, the final season of Barry. And for our viewers and listeners, we hope you guys are doing well. Quick heads up, this episode is also available on Apple Podcasts and Spotify if you want to listen to the discussion portion of the show. Woo! Abe and Charlie, how you guys doing?
We're good, man.
Gucci.
Excited about the last season of Barry.
All
Upset
Bill.
that it's the last season, but, you know.
Yeah. This is all Bill Hader directed, right?
Yes, it's all him.
I don't know what to expect.
I mean, where we left off, Sally went back to
Joplin, Missouri.
Yeah, Barry is in prison. He got arrested.
And it was Gene who kind of helped turn him in, along with
yeah.
Detective Moss's father.
Yeah,
Gene was basically faking that, he was in trouble or whatever and turned him in.
Feels like the end of the road, but obviously there's a whole season left, so we'll see what the hell happens.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Fuchs is... Where was Fuchs?
Fuchs had just stolen the truck from the farming family that saved him.
Yeah.
And I think he's out to go try to catch Barry, but now that he's probably going to find out Barry's in jail and try to get him out.
Didn't he get arrested? He did get arrested, didn't he?
He
got arrested, and they were questioning him. Albert was the one questioning him, remember?
Yeah, and then he left.
Yeah.
And went after
Yeah.
Barry.
That's when he got... Isn't that when he got shot? No, he got shot before. Yeah, he got shot in the beginning of the episode.
Yeah.
Clearly, we need to see the recap.
And then Hank went to save Crystal Ball.
Oh, yeah. The whole Cristobal,
Yeah,
the
with
fact
the-
that he saved Cristobal.
the-
That happened a while back, though, no? Like a couple episodes before that?
No, that was all
happened
in the last episode.
Two. That was on the last 2 episodes, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, they were doing the conversion therapy.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and that was heavy.
Crazy. So much happened in the season.
Yeah,
I don't know how they pack so much stuff into one season when all the episodes are so short, but I feel like you literally live like an entire life through a season.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Wow. But y'all, Abe, from last video, can you read the comments, please?
Yes, sir. This one comes from Libra V3. The mirror shot might be made using a tilt shift camera. Also, fun fact about the new Medusa's pitch meeting, the sounds made by Vanessa Bayer were copy and pasted over Lindsay's lines. That's why it's so funny. I think it's because like the two like executives were kind of like talking and it was just like this like weird like reaction the entire time. It was funny. This one comes from the NyQuil driver. Remember when I said the show likes to get real meta? The president of Banshee Network was talking about the kind of insane metrics they look for in the shows that networks and streaming services support, like someone eating dessert in the first 2 minutes of the first episode. Go back and look at the first frame of season 3 of Barry. Well, yeah, we didn't catch that, but then we went back and looked at it from this comment, and I think Barry was eating a donut in that first like frame. I don't know if Charlie could put the image here, but they're very on the nose with the type of humor that they do, like very much kind of poking fun at their show at times. And the last one here comes from Post Shanna. The Fuchs interludes where he stumbles upon a perfect idyllic life are some of my favorite things about the show. Stephen Root plays it so perfectly. Quote, I'm working on it, amigo. That's what he says to the guy at the farm. Yeah, I love those little Fuchs moments. Like, it's so random. It feels like he's having like a come to Jesus moment, and then he's like, nah, I gotta go ruin Barry's life. So,
all right, y'all. Charlie, let's start it. Season 4, the final season.
Tonight, the LAPD and our tactical unit apprehended Barry Berkman for the attempted murder of James Moss. He is also being charged with the murder of Mr. Moss's daughter, Detective Janice Moss.
That's the dude they're talking about.
At approximately 8:15.
Oh, shit. He's on fucking TV. He was just on that screen, and now he's in our cell block, dude. That's awesome.
Geeking out over this guy.
I think Barry's gonna have to like align with the white supremacists or something. Like, there's always a gang you have to like align with to make it through in jail.
This is a collect call from Barry, an inmate at California State Penitentiary. Do you accept the charges?
Yes.
Mr. Kusno?
Yeah.
Did you guys trick me? Are you and Jim Moss working together? Mr. Kusno, are you mad at me? Because I love you.
What did you say?
I said I love you.
Hey, Barry,
Yeah.
I got you.
Damn.
Barry's like descending into madness.
Yo.
That's great, that title shot.
I just love that they didn't even show his face.
Meanwhile, she's getting away with murder. I mean, to be fair, it was self-defense.
Oh, shoot.
Hello. Hi.
What the hell?
What's your name?
That was the guy.
That was the guy she killed.
Yeah.
It was.
Whoo.
A
Yo.
little jump scare there, too. I flinched. Jesus, Wi-Fi kicking in hardcore.
Jesus.
Oh, they touched down is what it was, I think. Then she got cell service again.
Barry was arrested for murder.
I don't know anything about that.
How?
Oh my God, she thinks this is the one.
Oh, God.
No, I didn't.
Yes, Yes, you did.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about how I wasn't with him.
Sally, Barry killed Kusino's girlfriend.
But I was with him.
I know. Kusino and her father helped catch him. It's all over the news. It's everywhere. Where
Sally.
are you? My help.
Sally, I'm double parked.
Her mom.
Okay, damn. I thought that was gonna like drag out with her thinking that it was her thing that he was arrested for.
Are you gonna talk to me?
The guy I was dating in LA killed my acting teacher's girlfriend. But I was when I was fucking there, what the actual fuck? I was actually fucking there. Oh my god, I can't breathe.
Her mom's so calm.
This song in the background, my God.
Oh, could I get some chili cheese tots to go?
Oh, sure thing.
Thank you, sweetheart.
Okay, this kind of shows me that her mom has seen this happen before.
Looks like he's in a psych ward.
Oh.
See, they didn't let him go, I didn't think.
Yeah.
They still had him in question.
Okay. Makes sense.
Why do you want to talk to the FBI, Mr. Fuchs?
They put me in a prison with a guy that wants to kill me. What's that about?
That's a common problem for people in prison, Mr. Fuchs.
I need protection.
Word on the street is you and Berkman were besties. No, you're not.
Berkman's going down for Janice Moss's murder. Are you coming to us to say there's more?
She's just the tip of the iceberg.
You'd wear a wire?
If you can guarantee my protection in here and new life on the outside.
Turning him in again.
Oh, she was in Top Gun.
Yeah, that's right.
The Berkman hasn't entered a plea, but if this goes to trial, which I'm thinking it will, you'll be our key witness. You'll be testifying in front of the man who threatened your family. Can you handle that?
Absolutely.
He looks like he's super like at peace with his decision. Like he's not regretting it at all, which I'm not surprised.
Hank
and Cristobal.
Santa Fe. No, going back. Why would we go back? I feel I'm in the Wizard of Oz. I'm Dorothy. I'm Dorothy. Okay, fine, you're Dorothy. I'm the Tin Man. Finally able to be happy and safe.
Uh-oh.
It's the owner.
They're at like an Airbnb or something.
Yeah.
How you liking the place? We're looking for something a little more permanent. What is the market like now?
Not a lot out there. Construction costs are through the roof with this sand shortage.
You guys can't find sand out here?
This desert sand is worthless. I'm talking about the high quality stuff you need to build. Ship it in from Asia and Africa. Funny as that.
Are they gonna get into sand smuggling business?
Yes. It's her like childhood home or something. Childhood bedroom.
Yeah.
Seems like it.
It turned it into a man cave.
Oh, man, they ripped your little My Little Pony stuff off the wall. Crazy.
Hello?
This call may be recorded. You have received a collect call from
Sally, I love you.
an inmate at California State Penitentiary. Do you accept the charges?
No, I don't accept the fucking charges. Don't ever fucking call me again, you fucking liar.
Oh, damn! They get to hear the answer. I didn't know that.
Well, they showed it when Gene called, where he called Gene, because Barry heard him say yes on the phone.
Right. Still didn't know you could hear the answers to that.
Yeah, I don't know if that's real.
And when he was down here, he learned a few things.
Oh, he's
Oh.
gone.
Call back to season 1.
That's really good.
I wonder, is she reading the same thing from when he first met her?
Yeah, it seems like it.
The classmates right there too.
Oh boy.
I put you in here.
I was trying to remember something. When you offed that guy, you didn't. I don't know what you did.
He's so bad at this.
Chester, that businessman. What did you do to him exactly? What?
He's so bad at wearing a
You were right about Mr. Kusno. I never should have trusted him. I never should have taken that acting class. If I hadn't tried to understand myself, we wouldn't be here.
He's also very far away, so I don't know if this is getting captured correctly, but
Oh, if it did, it might screw Fuchs over. I didn't say anything too specific.
I'm starting to get interview requests. People want to exploit Janice's case. This one reporter, Lon O'Neill, he's been calling me over and over.
Oh, I know that guy. He tried to talk to me. Works for Vanity Fair, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. None of us should talk to the media.
Yeah, I agree. It'll hurt the case against Barry.
Exactly.
And I don't want my baby girl's life turned into some bullshit entertainment.
Jim, I am so sorry that happened. You know what? You should talk to him. Take him into the garage like you did me. You yelled at me this close to mine. You scared the shit out of me.
I'm so dead.
Okay, what's on your mind? You have not touched your chilaquiles.
oh my God. That outfit is incredible.
I also know that you have always wanted to be the top dog in LA. It's why you and Goran came to the States, to make your mark. It is a dream that we both share. It's our chance. We can have both things.
Can I play some music for the table while you have dinner?
Please.
This was me in elementary school music class. Playing with the Rainmaker thing.
I used to play the little, I forgot the name of it, the fish, the wooden fish.
Yeah.
How's my little old Meryl Streep doing?
Did Mom tell you about my boyfriend?
She did. Yeah, that sounds like a rough situation. I'm glad you're not involved in that anymore. I hope you don't mind I made your room my man cave.
Can I be alone?
Yeah, no, I know the drill. Your mom said you made a TV show about us called Joplin. I'd like to watch it after dinner.
Hi, honey. What's wrong?
Oh, yikes.
I just got a text.
You don't have a daughter. Who wrote this?
I wrote it.
I'm getting another glass of wine. Joe, do you want your usual?
Oh, we just started it, honey.
Can we just turn this off? I don't want to watch this.
All right, everybody, let's just calm down. This is a big accomplishment for Sal.
His name is Sam.
You use Sam's name? I thought this wasn't based on you.
Well, it's based on what Sam did to me.
But you don't have a daughter.
Okay, let's calm down.
And you never worked at a bank.
I can't do this.
I see his mother at church. Now I'm gonna have to call the family and let them know all about this.
Why?
The guy put his hands around my neck and choked me.
Right. And the boy in LA is a murderer. You sure can pick him.
Mom, I need your help.
I can't respond to you if you're going to scream at me.
Jesus.
Yo, her mom is a professional gaslighter. Holy wow.
The gal I got working for me is out on maternity leave. You come in, you work for me, just for a couple of weeks. We can spend a lot of time together.
Yo.
Damn.
You're right. Professional gaslighter.
Her mom's crazy. They throw this back.
He could be, he could be probably dreaming about it.
What do we do?
What?
Oh.
Oh, he's like traumatized. Yeah, that's why he doesn't want to do the whole international sand smuggling thing.
Hello? Who's this? Barry.
That is not Barry.
No, it's not. Who is this? Who is this?
Ooh. It's the cops that have his phone.
What are you doing up? I was just researching the sand.
He's looking for hot singles near him.
Would be crazy not to do this. Let's go back to LA.
Oh no.
So stupid, bro.
Why doesn't he just...
I think he feels bad for Barry.
He can just be... I feel like maybe he's not being honest with Cristobal because Cristobal doesn't really like Barry that much. Because he killed all his buddies.
Way to go.
Jesus.
Settle down. It's gonna be okay. Breathe. Don't hurt yourself, man, please. She's Louise.
Where's this guard?
I know they say you did a bad thing, but I'm sure you're not a bad guy.
He's gonna rip that sink out and throw it at you.
I'm a cop killer.
Uh-oh.
I'm a fucking cop killer. If I saw you walking down the street, I'd fucking kill you. I'd kill your fucking kids. I'd kill your fucking wife. And I'd kill your fucking mom.
Well, damn. Oh, no. You're 1v1ing the wrong guy, bro.
Oh, the ocean. Those are the noises you guys were talking about originally.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, he got whacked. Not like killed, but actually whacked him.
That was... Yo. Oh, wow.
Oh.
I'm an informant.
What he said.
Yeah, that's the thing. Fuchs can't stand seeing Barry hurt.
I was gonna say this is why. Feels guilty.
Sorry. I'm so sorry. I love you, Barry. I love you.
Come on. Batman voice again.
I told you not to talk to anybody else.
Who is this?
We're going to meet tomorrow, and I'm going to tell you how Gene Cousineau caught Barry Berkman.
Oh my god, he's such an idiot, bro.
Was that the reporter?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Crazy. So let's get on to the next episode then.
Yep.
Let's do it.
Get away from me.
That's him.
Jeez, man. He's going insane.
So dope.
Right?
He loves a flashback, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I
And
love
his
the
transitions are
transition.
very good.
Hey there, big guy. Yeah, your dad tells me you're shy. You gonna be shy with me?
The season just feels so cinematic.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm saying you guys are asking me to turn against a friend, and I can't do that.
We have a process in motion of giving you a new life. Why would you turn away from that?
Gentlemen, I don't think I should say anything else without my attorney, Gail Winograde, present.
Is this a real attorney?
I will leave you with this.
I want to see what this attorney is like.
Shame on you.
You came to them, bro.
oh, Fuchs.
I'd like to introduce myself. I'm the Raven. My associate, Barry Berkman. You probably saw him on the news. He's a badass cop killer.
Little wave.
And what's your name, son?
Jason?
Jason, no. Need something with more flair. Live wire. What's your name?
I'm trying to watch a show.
TV fan, are you? Well, we'll call you Chief Groove Tube.
I don't want a nickname.
Live wire and Groove Tube. Looks like the Raven got himself a gang.
No, for real, I don't like nicknames.
All right, then you're Jason.
Dude, I'm Jason. My name is Jason.
You're Live Wire, motherfucker. You're Jason, you're Live Wire, and I'm the Raven. Can't believe this feds trying to talk me into wearing a wire. Gonna give me a new life. Witness protection. And I said, fuck off. I can't do that to family.
He's the one who wanted witness protection. And
I know, but
he's being so stupid. He wants to be a hero so bad.
Yeah.
The sand. That's the sand.
Oh, who's this?
Oh.
Bang!
Cristobal?
We have an operations that we could use your services for. It would be an equal share.
Who else is involved?
Well, we are holding a meeting with hopefully you and the Guatemalans.
We're at war with those motherfuckers. You'll never get us at a table together.
I think I can, if that table happens to be at the bestest place on the earth.
Is this a Dave and Buster's?
Basically.
Bestest place in the earth.
Then trucking all the way to the Dave and the Busters here in Torrance.
Yeah.
Not long ago, I was the head of the Bolivian cartel. We were at war with the Chechens. They belittled us, stole from us, completely destroyed our operations. But now, we're fucking.
I understand Cristobal and I are total unicorn situation.
Unicorn situation.
But we were complete boners at stealing shit.
And we were the best of thieves, but had no idea how to distribute, blowing the shit out of each other to realize that we needed each other. We were stronger.
Together we are stronger. Okay, say that shit in your mind right now.
In a way that we will all profit, where we will all succeed beyond our wildest imagination. But there must be zero bloodshed.
Hello. Can I start you guys with an appetizer?
Yes, we'll have some jalapeno poppers for the table, please. If the Bolivians and the Chechens can do it, we all can do it.
No, you're right. This got to be inspired by GTA. They're in a Dave and Buster's talking about killing people.
And nobody in the background.
No one is like.
At all. Yeah, I was gonna say, bro. I was gonna say Hank has to be the guy who gets Barry out of jail.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like the one ally. That's what we were talking about before. Is the only ally that he really
It's
has
still
in
Hank.
the world.
So who the heck is the Toro guy? That's what we need to find out.
What is Gene doing, bro? Leaving notes.
Little ribbon. I'm so dead.
Oh my god, bro.
Here's a note. Go to this place to find the next note. that
Sending
has
him on
the
a
instructions.
freaking scavenger hunt.
Right.
Mark, you got a visitor.
Is it Toro?
Is it my lawyer? Don't know.
Oh.
How are you?
I fucked up. I'm really sorry, Ellie.
How's Muffin?
Who's Muffin?
Muffin, our dog, Muffin. Remember before you were arrested, Muffin bit me and you said you were going to find him a new home. Did you?
I told you what I did to Muffin.
No, you didn't tell me. That's why I flew all the way here. Where's the dog
Hey,
buried?
the dog it has a new home. The dog's safe. You got nothing to worry about. You're okay. Is that the only thing you came here for?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Why aren't you
I don't
leaving?
think so.
I tried to go home and it was just so awful.
They're kind of in the same situation because he has like no one and she also has no one. So like she literally has nowhere else to turn to like have this venting session. She has nobody to vent to about this stuff. So I just thought that was interesting, the fact that she's here, because I feel like she's only here because she has nobody else.
That is true. And she needed some type of closure.
Yeah.
I didn't tell you the part I didn't want to be true.
Damn, that last line was crazy.
I am a piece of shit. You gave me a life I don't fucking deserve. You were so loving to me, and you made me feel like a fucking human. And it was just you being you, just you being Sally. Why'd you leaving?
I feel safe with you.
You feel safe with me? Is that what you said? Sally, that's beautiful. Do you really feel safe with me? Sally, do you feel safe with me? Do you mean that? Because you are safe with me, Sally. You're always going to be safe with me. Sally, I love you. I love you. I love you. And you're always safe with me.
Stupid, bro.
Oh my god. You're not planning ahead?
Holy shit, you got here fast. You want to go inside? What do you drive, a rocket ship? Or should we go someplace else?
The address is in here. Once you get there, lock the door.
Look how many envelopes he has.
He
in
just
his
skipped
hand.
to the end.
Oh my god. What the hell's
So
going on?
dumb. Oh my god, they all
got prizes.
Together. That's what this is all about.
Nah, this is pyramid scheme.
In a Dave and Buster's.
Yeah. Like a pyramid scheme conference.
This is not what you are thinking. It is.
It's not heroin.
Not heroin. This is sand. High quality sand is a hot commodity. Every construction company needs it.
And he's going to sell them his course at the end.
Together, we are stronger.
We are going to turn into solid citizens. It will give us a community, but most importantly, it will make us rich.
Them clapping with the Pikachu in their hand.
When it comes to enforcing and protecting said merch, sometimes you need that ace in the hole. Ours is top assassin named Barry Berkman.
Oh, I don't think he runs by Crystal Ball.
Oh, shoot.
We're going to break him out. Prison Break 2023!
They leave.
What are you doing?
Okay, Barry's Splash Brothers of Assassins. We need him. I looked at the prison online. It's super easy to break into.
Is this a yoke?
No, this is not a yoke.
What you are...
It's a yoke.
Hey, bud. Remember me? Your dad's friend? Yeah, he told me to come out here and tell you it's time for lunch.
Okay.
Okay. What do you got there? Is that a good guy or a bad guy?
Bad guy.
Bad guy. Coolosity.
He's getting married. Whose wedding is this?
Bro, what the?
Bill Hader, direct a
Wow.
feature-length film.
Holy
For the love of
crap,
Jesus.
bro.
I feel like I just got transported into The Shining. Like, what the hell is this?
Oh, it's their children that are getting married or something because they're the old couple dancing right here.
Oh, shit.
Their kids getting married or something. I don't know. Or maybe that, I don't know.
No, yeah, I think you're right, Charlie.
No, yeah.
That was beautifully done.
Yeah, we need a full feature from this
Yo,
man. We need
right?
it. We need it.
Sally, I can't be your agent.
Okay, look, I know I accused you of a lot of things that weren't technically true, so I understand you personally not wanting to work with me, but if you could just recommend me to someone, anyone, even a small boutique agency, I mean, I'll read for waitress number 2.
Do you read what people are saying about you on social media?
No.
Well, now it's going to mainstream media.
And coming up later in our show, there's a new development in the viral entitled C-Word Girl.
Oh my God.
It's not just about Natalie's video. You and Barry are linked. You're getting called out for thanking him at your premiere. People are grabbing images of the two of you off your Facebook.
But I'm the victim here.
You are no longer Sally Reed. You're the entitled cunt girl who dated a serial killer. It's not like your career's over. If you wanted, you could have a reality show or a podcast, and you would make more money than God.
That's so true.
I think I mentioned this previously, but she's very much following a similar path as Jean in terms of her career.
Yeah, she was taught by him, too. What the hell is happening?
Literally like all the time. I'm just like this. Every time with Gene.
He's on camera.
Oh my God, bro.
Bro.
He did this in the most like conspicuous way possible.
The only reason I brought you here is because I just can't have more attention. I can't be in the spotlight. So I'm going to tell you the story, just once, only to you, for Vanity Fair. I'm going to tell it to you in the only way I know how.
It's going to be like the plays that he had everyone do.
Please tell me he didn't get his whole class to like act out.
No, it's going to be a one-man show.
Mister, please, I need to be in the theater. Don't close the theater. Hey, I am so sorry, but my class is the most sought after in the city. It's full. I need to be in that theater. You know, I just came back from the war. It did something terrible to me. If I don't get into that theater, I'm gonna go home and kablam!
He's already spinning the details of this.
He turned on me like an ungrateful tiger.
This guy's loving it. Love how Gene spins it like, this is an exclusive interview.
Everyone knows you're one of the best. Yeah. I don't know whether Kusanov wore a wire or not, but if he did, they have Barry on there saying he killed Janice Moss.
I have an audio engineer. I bring him up in front of the jury. He records me saying bullshit, like, how much is this mop? Why is my hot dog wet? Ring around the rosy nonsense. And then he cuts it up, mixes it live, he plays it back, and it comes out as me saying the incriminating shit my client supposedly said. I killed X guy in Y day. I also had this other asshole. They said he shot somebody outside of a club. They had him on video. I said it was deep faked. So I had my nerd put my face on the shooter. And then I said, oh no, looks like I did it, you know? And then I put my hands behind my back like I was getting cuffed. Fucking jury laughed so hard. I killed it that day.
You killed a cop. Why should you get a deal?
I got a lot to offer.
We don't want Fuchs.
Is he still mad at me?
We need the other jobs you pulled.
I can give the Chechens, Bolivians, all the LA gangs.
No, Barry.
Oh, no.
Little does he know they're trying to help him.
Just got one request. Can I take someone with me?
I knew that's what was coming.
So I successfully escaped from a trunk.
He's having the time of his life.
I go home.
Oh my God, he's sweating, bro. He's giving the performance of his life right now, man.
He's literally bullshitting the whole story.
I'm an anonymous source, right?
Yes.
Hush, hush.
Hush, hush.
Great. Let me walk you out. Now, if you want to talk about the show, you can talk about the show, fine. But just don't say...
Oh, who's that?
Sally.
Oh
Why didn't you
my
tell me about
gosh.
Barry? How could you know and not warn me?
He kidnapped me? He threatened me. He threatened my family.
I was the one living with him.
And you're telling me that you didn't see one sign?
No.
Sally, we're both victims here. He was obsessed with us. He treated us like superstars. As actors, that's really hard to resist. So why did you really come?
I don't know.
I do. So when the world is against you, your back is against the wall, there is only one thing you can do.
What?
Teach.
Who the hell are you?
I'm Tomas.
Where's the guy who was in here?
I'm Tomas.
Where is the guy who was supposed to be in here?
They said he got moved to special housing, but I'm Tomas.
From now on, you need to clear shit with me before just saying it to the guys, yeah?
I'm super on board with the sand shit, okay?
Then why are you bringing up Barry?
I thought we could use him.
Be honest with me.
Honest about what?
Why are you bringing up Barry?
Barry's in prison. He needs our help.
I love you, Hank. I want you to hear that. But I think it's shit like this why people think you are soft. Barry doesn't care about you. He never has.
I feel like I understand him now.
Understand him? How?
I think I figured out the way to get you guys out.
I showed him how I really felt. He betrayed me.
How?
A sweet deal with the FBI, but I didn't do it. I wanted to do right by that kid for a change.
You good?
Saúde.
Okay, I'm good.
Are you sure? Nossa, velho. Saúde.
Yo, you gotta do a counter.
Yeah, my
How much?
Jesus.
Bless you.
Wait, he's got- I got one more in me. Put me in, coach. I got one more in me.
Pineapple.
Oh, yeah, that helped. All right, let's go.
Barry's working with the FBI.
I don't know who to turn to, Hank. I mean, you know him.
Who was that?
We have to kill Barry.
Jesus. That turned so quick.
Yeah.
Wow, what a shift. I mean, we saw the shift happening in season 3, but now it's insane. I think one thing that really stood out to me in this episode was just how cinematic this final season is, with the choice of shots, the choice of the flashbacks, and how Bill Hader is utilizing the transitions in that. It's just, it feels like a movie. And
we need a feature film from this man. We need
feels
a
like we're
film feature
watching
directed by Bill Hader.
I agree. It just feels like we're watching a film. Like it's what Bill Hader wanted to do. This is what the buildup was the entire time. You can see that there was a full structure on how he was going to set up this entire series. And wow, we're just seeing him cook. He is absolutely cooking. And fun fact, this was actually premiering on the same time as Succession.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. That so if people were watching both, I can't imagine.
Oh yeah.
That was probably like peak television for a lot of people, because you're watching the final season of Succession and not the final season of this. But Charlie, I want to start off with you. With these first 2 episodes, what has stood out to you about Barry? Specifically his psyche right now, where his head's at.
He's clearly losing his mind, and he's having like constant flashbacks and flash forwards. Like before, we used to see him have like little flash forwards here and there, just imagining life. But now it's like flashing back as well to his childhood.
Yeah.
And also flashing forward. He's seeing a lot of things like hypotheticals, and he's obviously going insane. I mean, the man was just punching the shit out of the wall in the first episode there, and almost breaking his hand to the point where one of the guards was, having to calm him down. So yeah, I think Barry is he's been losing his mind in prison and with everything that's been going on.
And I think the biggest giveaway to me that he was losing his mind is that scene that you were talking about where he's punching the wall. Is the police officer or the security guards trying to like calm him down, and he goes in and like embraces like, I'm a cop killer, blah blah blah. I'll kill your mom, I'll kill your family, blah, all this stuff. And that's so not Barry.
Yeah,
like we get it, right? Like everyone knows obviously he's a killer He's done this for a living, whatever. When he gets cornered, he has to kill people. But like, I don't know. It's never been my impression of like his of Barry that he's like a killer because he wants to like be a killer. You know what I mean? And always is some sort of reaction, and or he's doing it because it's like part of his job. So to me, that little like piece there where he was going off on the security officer, I was like, this is him losing his mind. And I feel like Barry the entire show has had this like identity crisis of who he is, and it feels like at this moment he's only leaning into like the killer side of himself, and like he's like, this is who I am, right? And I think he's starting to kind of, or at that point he was starting to kind of believe it.
Yeah, so he's come to an acceptance that he can't change anymore. He
Right.
doesn't believe that he can change.
Mm-hmm.
Oof, man.
And not only that, but he for a point believed that he was evil. And I think for the longest time in the show he was fighting that, and I think this was kind of like the first time that he like really leaned into it and like accepted it, kind of like you said.
Yeah, so we saw in that scene with Barry and the FBI, and I was just trying to figure out who he was referring to. I think there's two people. It's Sally or Fuchs. Personally, him being in prison, I thought he was referring to Fuchs because Fuchs is trying to help him out. So I think there's that consensus. But Sally telling him, hey, you protect me, I feel safe with you, I think he's maybe referring to Sally as well, where she may need protection. What do you think, Abe? You think he's referring to Sally?
The only reason I really was believing it was Sally was because it was only after he had that visit with Sally that he decided to go talk to the FBI.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, it felt like Sally coming gave him like a super small glimmer of hope for some sort of semblance of life, or like viewing himself as not a monster.
Yeah.
You could see how exasperated he was in that scene with Sally. Like, he was so like, hey, what did you say? Did you mean this? Like, you know what I mean? He's trying to grasp onto this idea, this concept of him as like a good person.
Yeah.
And she only gave him a little bit, and then from there, what I got was that he was trying to find a way to make it all right.
It's true. Do you feel like when she said that line, do you think she instantly regretted it because she was trying to put the phone away and being like,
Yeah, it was strange.
Do you think there was some regret there?
Yeah, it was weird. I don't know. Like, everything that I got from Sally, apart, like, she clearly like appreciated Barry at some point. Like, I don't know about love because she's never said it out loud, and I think that she and sometimes like really used Barry. If we were to think about it like legitimately, but I do think that she kind of misses that kind of relationship, right? Where he kind of just would do most things for her.
The acts of service.
Like that kind of stuff. Meanwhile, I mean, the last season we saw it took a turn for the worse. Like, he got very aggressive and whatever. But I do think there's part of her that kind of misses that. But I do. Yeah, it felt like a little bit of regret, like, because she saw how frantic he started acting as soon as she said something like that. So it was almost like she said it and she was like, I didn't mean that, because she's kind of seeing, like, as soon as she says something like that, how much he starts like acting out and like berating her, like, oh, did you mean that? Did you mean that? Did you mean that? Like, that's scary.
And you think it was kind of like she was kind of shot back into reality and being like, yo, this guy's, you should not be talking to him anymore. Move on. And I think
maybe the words of her mom popped in her head, where the whole like, you sure know how to pick him. Like, maybe that came into her head in that moment.
And Charlie, throughout the reaction of the episode, you said that Sally is kind of transforming into what Gene was at the beginning of the season. And now it's kind of heading towards that route where Gene told her straight up, he's like, if everyone is against you, you're against the wall, become a teacher.
Right.
What has been, I know these first two episodes, but what has been significant about Sally so far that you've noticed?
I mean, exactly that of what you said. I think we mentioned this probably in a previous episode, but her career trajectory is very similar to Gene's, where she gets big-headed, she treats people badly, and now she's done something that has basically shunned her from her career. And so we saw that happened to Gene at one point, and the only reason he's having a second chance now, oddly enough, is because of Barry. And yeah, I mean, Gene gave her the advice, like, teach, right? So, but I don't know if she wants to go that route. Maybe she thinks that Barry can fix her career just like he did for Gene.
Yeah. What are some things you got from her family dynamic that stood out to you?
Oh, the mom is very like passive aggressive towards her. So she doesn't have a good relationship with her mom, but her dad is like very sweet and kind to her. But for whatever reason, she doesn't like really lean into that. And, you know.
Do you think it kind of looks like she's gotten more of her mother's traits than her father's traits?
For sure.
Is that something?
For sure, because that sort of treatment, especially if she was getting that growing up, it sticks with you. It's she was going to learn from that, unfortunately. So I think she does have a lot of her mother's traits within her. Some of her father's traits is too, but yeah.
Man, and with Hank and Crystal Ball, their dynamic is awesome. But there was that scene when they were going around the table.
Oh, that was amazing.
And then there was the moment where you got the scene where they were talking in front of everyone.
Yeah.
You said it looked like a pyramid scheme
Yeah.
conference.
100%.
But yeah, that was with Hank. We saw the switch where he was realizing, oh shoot, Barry's in prison. We got to go save him. But then, he gets the realization that, wait, Barry's going to give him up to the FBI. And now it sets up where it's basically everyone against Barry and the FBI giving him protection.
Yeah,
you think that's where that's heading, Abe?
I mean, it seems like it, because now if Fuchs hears that and he feels like he's not kind of part of that plans, he's probably changing his tune again. And now Hank realizes that to protect himself, he's going to have to, go against Barry. So it now feels like, I don't know, Barry, again, like he shoots himself in the foot with these sorts of things, because I don't think he really thinks all of these things through when he goes and does them. Like him cooperating with the feds, he probably had no idea what effect it would have on his, relationship with Hank. And, he probably didn't even know that Hank was trying to bust him out. And now look, Hank's trying to kill him. So
yeah.
I think now we kind of got like our motive for the season. It feels like, right? Like this Barry trying to get out, get into witness protection, giving up the Chechens and the crime families. And now Hank trying to basically kill Barry before he can do that. And it's almost like there's a parallel between the two characters. That's what I was kind of feeling. And I'm trying to examine it more from just like throughout the entire show. But what I see right now is that Hank like didn't know exactly where to lean into with his life now, and he's trying to start something with Crystal Ball. And similarly, like Barry doesn't really know where to lean into his life, or like who is he, like what is he about? And he was very much leaning into the violent side of things. And all of a sudden, there's like a switch up and a change in motivation for both of them. Which I found really interesting. So I'm curious to see if that continues to like intertwine between the two of them, if their motives change, or if it's just going to be both of them didn't realize like they were kind of somewhat on similar sides until the end, and they're going to realize like more bloodshed for no reason.
Yeah, I definitely see that. Do you think Sally and Barry is like a parallel to what Crystal Ball and Hank's relationship is? Do you think there's some similarities there, or do you think they're vastly different from one another?
I do think they're really, really different. Just because honestly, like Crystal Ball and Hank are like, outside of like them being like gang lords, they're kind of in a healthy relationship. Like they communicate about stuff.
Yeah.
Like Barry and Sally definitely don't. But there's like I feel like the big moments in their relationships like always are parallel throughout the narrative. Like when they have to make certain decisions about things. Like Sally and Barry clearly had somewhat of an argument or coming to a head, and same thing with Crystal Ball and Hank in this episode. So there are some similarities. I do see a lot more similarities and parallels between Gene and Sally, though. And I think Gene's kind of conversation with Sally really spoke to that, where he was talking about like, we're both actors, like we really craved that attention that Barry gave us. And I was like, that's so spot on. And it makes sense why he was able to like maintain relationships with those two for so long, is because they just like craved the attention that they were getting. He thought that they were the best actors in the world, and he could learn so much from them, and like they eat that shit up.
Yeah.
Their egos are so inflated.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they're now coming like to that realization. And now Sally seems like she can sort of lean on Gene in that sense, right? Like Gene's been through the entire cycle of like falling out of Hollywood, getting his career back, all that stuff. Yeah. And now I think Charlie was talking a little bit about that. And now Sally's kind of in that same trajectory.
Yeah. There was a specific scene I think that stood out to all of us, was a scene where it was Barry and Fuchs when Barry was a kid.
In the desert.
And then we saw a crowd of people running into a wedding party. Charlie, is there some commentary symbolism there that you caught that stood out to you?
Well, I had mentioned that I thought it was their one of their children getting married, either the son or the daughter or something, and they're kind of just an old couple dancing in the background. Because it didn't look like the bride and groom were actually Barry and Sally. It wasn't them. So whoever's wedding they were at, it was probably like a child or something, or some sort of loved one.
And this is also partially why I think Barry wants to take Sally, because of that sort of flashback that he's looking at, and flash forward. You know what I mean?
So he's
thinking of a life with her.
Exactly.
I also just like, I don't know, it felt like if he's like looking at his entire life, right? Like in that moment, in that scene, he's seeing this flashback, him and Fuchs, like the origins of like where he ended up, right?
Yeah.
And then you see the wedding party, and it's almost like he's trying to construct, like, there's still a way out of this for me. Like, there's still some way that I can have a semblance of a regular life. And that's kind of where I saw that transition going to, is like the past, and it was desolate and kind of bare, and it's just him and Fuchs, and it was kind of depressing, and then leads into, but maybe I can still have some sort of future with my wife and kid and whatever else. You know what I mean? This isn't the first time we've seen him do those kind of flash forwards. Like we saw that season 1, season 2.
It's kind of like he was meshing a flashback with a flash forward together.
Correct.
And like trying to correct some
It
things.
felt like he was trying to still create a happy ending for himself.
That's good, man. That's good. There was that scene specifically. There was something where it was just, you know, with those flashbacks that he was having, his father was with him as well, calling his name, and that was the first time where his father wasn't there. It was just Fuchs and Barry. I don't know if that's pointing to something. Maybe that's where he's remembering that his father maybe abandoned him. I don't know, and Fuchs took him in. I don't know. That's something I maybe I'm calling to.
Yeah, I'm wondering if we're gonna get more backstory.
Yeah.
Like if they're gonna fill in that gap, because what we know is that like Fuchs is an associate of his father's, and then all of a sudden
his father's not
later
there.
on, Fuchs is pretty much the only person that Barry has.
Yeah.
So I'm curious if A, what happened to Barry's father, and B, whether or not Fuchs has anything to do with that.
Yeah, that's true.
And does Barry know that, or is this all gonna kind of be revealed to him?
Yeah, I mean,
in this season,
we don't know about his mother. Was it ever addressed?
I don't think so.
No.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think nothing has ever been addressed with his mom. But another question I want to ask, Charlie, visually, what stood out to you from, you know, season 3 to season 4 now? That's, you know, different or maybe the same? Is there something that you're like, wow?
No, season 3 had a lot more of the, like you guys mentioned, cinematic approach to it. And I would say that's very much still consistent here in season 4, even more so.
Yeah, they're definitely leaning into it.
Yeah, it's a lot of tracking shots, a lot of a lot of long composition shots with a lot of, I don't know, just depth with it. I don't really know how to explain it. There's a lot of depth into the shots that they're doing.
I know exactly what you mean.
A lot of attention to detail with the lighting, very moody lighting in some scenes.
Yeah.
He loves they upgraded, the cinematography for sure.
Another thing I noticed is just like the transitions are super intentional.
Yeah,
the way like he transitions things, like it like adds to the mood.
Yeah,
a lot of times, and he really loves like a pan and like a whipped pan shot.
Yeah.
Like he loves those.
Loves the close-ups.
Yep.
I mean, the shot that really stood out to me was when he was going into a flashback and he was getting beaten up by the cop. It never shows him getting absolutely whipped.
So
beaten.
good.
It's just his face, and you see the blood coming down, and you know exactly what's happening.
He's very good at making these like climactic, dramatic moments like more toned down in a way, and more like, I don't know, like not so much action happening, but like a look into the psyche. Like anytime these kind of climactic moments are happening, and it becomes very like changes the mood a lot. And I don't even know how to really describe it. All I know is that I love it, and I want to see more.
I mean, yeah, because what I got from the scene was he's just numb. So he's just like, hit me. I don't give a crap.
Yeah.
Hit me. And I think that's what I got. Cause so still. And he was like,
and I saw his like basically like his life flashing before his eyes.
He was like, I think it's just him accepting like, this is me.
This is his fate.
Yeah. This is where I'm heading. Wow.
Yeah.
Man.
Fire.
This show's fantastic, y'all. This show's fantastic. But y'all, we appreciate you guys listening and watching this reaction. We will be back for episode 3 and 4 now. Wow, of this season. Wow. I just can't believe we're at the end already. We cooked this. It's been a ride, y'all. So thank you so much. If you're new here, please consider subscribing and liking this video, and please comment your thoughts. We love you guys, and see you soon for more Barry reactions. Peace.
See you.